Now the Mavericks series, this is one everybody loves to talk about, and I'm so glad that y'all brought this up. It's called basketball. This is about to go a whole different way because I know a lot of people like to bring the series up. Bro, so look, we talk about basketball. So many people disrespect the Mavericks as a team are delusional. So what I'm saying to you, the Mavericks team was amazing. Hold on, let me break it down. They swept Kobe. Niggas don't talk about this. They swept Kobe. Not just a game. They swept Kobe, okay? Not only they swept Kobe, they whooped KD and Westbrook. Not even that. They beat Brandon Roy and them, and then they beat the Heat. Niggas disrespect the Mavericks so much that year when their team was solid for real. As an entire team, yes, LeBron and D Wade and Bosh was better players. But as such things,
let me just rebuttal that one thing. Let me rebuttal about that Mavericks thing.
Go ahead.
The Heat did the same shit this year. The only thing is that the Mavericks won. That team wasn't all that, man. We just seen a Heat team that wasn't all that get to a final.
The Mavericks wasn't all, bro. Do you see how
the Mavericks were? The Mavericks, they're a solid team. I'm not going to say they had more talent or wasn't even a better team than the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat had 3 future Hall of Famers on their team right then and there. The Mavericks had a bunch of washed up players. Don't give me Jason Kidd's a Hall of Famer. Don't give me Page as a Hall of Famer. Don't give me Tyson Chandler. Don't give me all that because the Mavericks had a washed team that was fighting for their last chance to win a championship. I'm not going to sit up here and say that the Mavericks weren't a good team.
Do you think
were definitely a way better team than them?
Do you think that Jordan and the Bulls lose to that Mavericks team at any point once they started winning on their championships?
Be honest with you, I would never put an old team to a new team because it's 2 different eras.
Man,
it's 2 different eras.
Sweeping them dudes, man.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Sweeping them teams.
I'm gonna keep it 100. But people don't like to say because they keep saying the Mavericks team as a whole was amazing. And what I mean by that is, bro, I'm about to explain to you because what the Mavericks had over everybody that year was they didn't have the best player, but they had the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th best player on the court.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I'm about to explain to you right now. Name 4, 5 to 8 a better player that was on another team that was on the court.
And any better 1 through 3. It's basketball. You gotta have a better 1 through 3, bro.
Hold on, don't change my goalposts. Right?
Are you really going to tell me that JJ Barea is better than half the team, half them dudes on the team right now?
Bro, did you hear what D Wade said?
I know what D Wade. I'm a Mavericks fan, man. I like JJ Barea, but you're not going to
He said that because they did it. He said that because LeBron had a choke job.
Because they lost,
bro. Listen, JJ. Okay, so hold on. So
you lining up and picking players, you was never.
Do you think that?
I think JJ Barea is the reason why they swept the Lakers. Now what? Do y'all want to talk about LeBron so bad? Let's talk about every other series before that. I think JJ Barea is the reason why they swept the Lakers.
Chips. Kobe just won 2 chips in 3 years, man. Do
you know how much JJ Barea got?
Come on,
you know how much JJ got paid after that year?
Fam, this was LeBron's time. LeBron didn't even make. Hold on. We let you talk.
Got paid 1 season. That don't mean
we let you talk. What's your excuse between
that means a lot.
LeBron losing to Dwight Howard? So why did he lose to Dwight Howard when they had commercials, the puppet commercials, and they were saying LeBron?
Are you disrespecting Dwight Howard? Are you disrespecting Dwight Howard?
Every team LeBron is going against, they just way better. So he had no excuse but to lose to them.
Goodness. Hey,
hold on a second.
If the reason why LeBron,
if you was big,
I can't make this shit up.
If you was
hold on, so y'all saying Orlando was bad?
Kobe losing to them too, then.
Hold on. That's my whole point. What you're saying is you only talk about the Mavericks beating LeBron, but not when Kobe got swept. Not when KD came. I mean, when they came back from KD, when they was up 10 points every 4th quarter. Y'all don't talk about no. Y'all give no other superstar like the Mavericks.
LeBron ran out of Cleveland to get his first chip. This was supposed to be an easy one.
Back to LeBron.
And he played bad.
So what happened?
His team lost. He had a better team.
Okay, watch this.
Just facts. There's no.
So what happened?
No other top 5 player of all time had a loss in the finals like that.
Kobe
play bad against that Mavs team?
He would have been in the finals.
Did he play bad against that Mavs team?
Come on, man.
Did he play bad against? Did Kobe play bad against
He
that
didn't
Mavs team?
win.
Did Kevin
He
Durant?
didn't win a
Did
game.
Kevin Durant play bad against that Mavs team? But all of a sudden, when it's LeBron's turn to play good against that Mavs team, like all the other superstars that came.
Hey, do y'all know what LeBron averaged that year?
I'm a Mavs
That
fan.
year,
I love
What
that.
did he average that
finals?
No, I mean in the
finals,
playoffs.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, what did he do in the finals that he lost to
That's
Dirk?
what I'm saying. Do you know
Dirk
what
got
LeBron
a fadeaway
averaged in that
statue in Dallas off LeBron James, man.
Do you know what LeBron averaged in that
There's
finals?
no excuse for that finals, man.
It's
He averaged like
not.
19 points, man.
Dirk
He
got
averaged
a whole
19 points.
street named after him down here because of that.
Nah, actually, because Dirk dominated
that was
that playoff.
terrible. That was the worst performance out of any
Nah,
top
Dirk-
five
DJ.
player
Dirk
in a
was
finals.
Dirk dominated that entire playoff.
DJ, do you remember what the
And
street
how far down is Dirk from LeBron James in the all-time rankings, man? There's
Hey,
no
that's kind of
excuse for
crazy.
that loss,
Hold on, that's
man.
kind of crazy. You know what I was thinking about y'all list? It's kind of crazy. I could have sworn somebody said Chris Bosh was the best defensive player. But what? How the fuck he couldn't stop Dirk then?
I
could have sworn somebody said that
because Dirk is a top 15 player all
Dirk is
time.
better than Chris Bosh. What are you talking about?
Dirk is
better than Chris
Dirk
Bosh.
is a top 15 player all time.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But we talk
Dirk was
about
the second best player on that
defense.
court, we being honest.
Dirk was
He was
supposed
supposed
to be the second best player on that.
LeBron was supposed to be the first.
Come on now. There's no excuse for that, man.
It's
no
not.
excuse.
Hold on. I'm not. Look, y'all making it as an excuse. I will completely say I don't feel like Brown reached his full potential in their playoffs. I don't. But you can't take 1 year. Oh, matter of fact, not even 1 year. Hold on.
What year was that for LeBron?
You can't take one series. Hold on, because this is what irritates me. You can't take one series from a player and say, "Oh, he did bad in that series with the finals, right?" But then take away his whole career. But then you have niggas like Iguodala on the list. Then you have niggas like Kyrie Irving.
I didn't have that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do Iguodala.
If that's the case, James Harden didn't even be on the top 10. James Harden.
That's not our top 10. That's not our top 10. That's
Forget
top 10. If you want about what you're saying, if they folded in the playoffs, James Harden shouldn't even be on this list. James Harden folded in every playoffs. Everyone. Name 1 year James Harden don't fold.
I ain't gonna lie.
James Harden should
I ain't
be
gonna
on the
lie. Look who you comparing LeBron to, man. Look who you comparing
Oh my God,
James
bro.
Harden, man. Dude, fold.
I'm not comparing.
I'm being real. I'm being real
ahead.
quick. I'm being real quick. Out of all the great players we've seen, Tim Duncan, Shaq, we even seen Giannis and Jokic. This dude had a worse finals performance than all of them, man. Come on now. This was one of the worst finals performances we've seen out of a top 10, top 5 player, man. And
that's okay because hold on. You know what that calls?
He was terrible.
You know what they call? It's called sample size. When you go 9 times, I'm pretty sure you're okay to have one bad finals. When you go 9 times,
when you go
6 times,
when you go 6 times, you try to have one bad finals too. But guess what? Jordan didn't have one bad finals
because he had the better team.
LeBron had the better team against that Mavericks team. I don't know what to tell you. LeBron had the better team. He had way more talent.
We're not defending. We understand.
I'm not
the
defending that. Hold on, listen. I'm not defending that. Hold on, listen. What I'm saying to you, it's so crazy that this is how I know when I'm talking to a LeBron hater, right? And then just a fan of basketball. It's okay. I'm cool with it. LeBron, you know what? I'm gonna agree with y'all. LeBron failed in that playoffs. LeBron, look, watch this. LeBron failed in that Mavericks series. Now, please tell me, right? Another one that he should have won when he had the better team.
That's one more than the. Come on, that's one more than the great players in the top 5.
Name one time he should have won when he had the better team.
He shouldn't. If I'm being honest, he should have never lost the finals with the Heat. He shouldn't have lost to that Spurs team.
They should have won. They should have 3-peated.
Remember, it was not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. You remember he said that at his own mouth.
Y'all hate LeBron. Y'all hate LeBron so much. Y'all discrediting the other teams.
We're not discrediting the other teams.
They don't hate LeBron. I hate LeBron.
I can't give credit for winning.
Do y'all know? He just said. Do you know how cold that Spurs team was?
Do you know how good? Do you know how good them Utah Jazz teams were? Do you know how good them Suns teams were?
What Jazz team? What Jazz team?
On this first team that was in a
hell no! He just said, hold on.
Karl Malone won 2 MVPs.
Yeah,
He's
look,
the top
one
3
nigga.
scorer of all time,
One
man.
nigga.
I understand nobody like John
You
Stockton
talking
is
about
still an
one
all-time
nigga.
leader in assists. John Stockton is, bro. Go look at John
Okay,
Stockton.
hold on.
Go look at Karl
Okay,
Malone.
hold on. Listen to what you just said. Hold on.
Top 30
I'm not
players
even
of
trying
all
to be
time. We're not
disrespectful.
going to disrespect.
Listen to what you hold on. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Listen to what you just said. John Stockton is the #1 leader in assists. Karl Malone was the top scorer. Listen, Karl Malone was the top scorer. That means most of his assists went to Karl Malone. That's literally the same shit. That's the same shit. That means his assists went to Karl Malone. It's still the same 30 buckets.
Who your favorite point guard?
It's still the same 30.
Who your favorite point guard?
It's not like he got everybody assists when they was all scoring 15, 20 points a game. It was one nigga.
So John Stockton not
come on, y'all tripping, bro.
Hey, hold on.
Michael Jordan has never faced any better talent in the finals than LeBron did.
Answer these questions.
LeBron,
is Karl Malone a top 10 power forward of all time? Yes or no?
I would just say yes, but I don't know on the top of my head.
Is John Stockton a top 10 point guard of all time? Yes or no?
I'll just say yes.
So if he's whooping their ass in the finals,
no, it's not just he. But did you not hear my point? If he's the top, hold on. If you're passing, matter of fact, you just gave Amari Stoudemire slack because Steve Nash was passing him the ball. It's literally the same shit. Don't discredit Amari Stoudemire, but then sit here and try to big up Karl Malone when John Stockton passing him the ball. It's the same.
Yeah, don't try to discredit Amari Stoudemire.
Karl Malone is a top 3 scorer ever, a 2-time MVP.
Okay, well then it's because of John Stockton. Then because it's John Stockton, the best assist person in the game. It's literally, you're literally saying, look, you're moving the goalpost. Don't sit here and say Amari was only cold.
I'm not gonna say Steve Nash.
Say, man, how you a GOAT? You lost to Dwight Howard and some role players in the conference finals. Then you backdoor that, you lose to Dirk in the old school roster in the finals, and you was the worst player in your big 3. How's he a GOAT, man?
But DJ, I will say this though, that Orlando team did beat the defending champs in the playoffs.
That's another thing LeBron couldn't do.
So prime
Dwight Howard. He ran and he lost immediately. He was the worst player out of that big 3. That is a fact. How is he to go? You were the best player in the finals. What the hell? How you a go? What finals was Jordan not the best player? Undoubtedly. LeBron wasn't the best player in 2 straight finals. Okay. He wasn't the best player in the conference finals. He didn't even make it to the finals. He ran and lost immediately.
I know. Watch this. So Jordan, how many times he only played 6 years? I'm just curious.
Love that. Y'all love that.
You only talk about one thing.
LeBron is still playing and still ain't got as many championships.
How many years has Jordan played? It's a simple question. How many years did Jordan play?
What does that mean? He's one more than your GOAT.
You're leaving.
Hold on. How many years did Jordan play?
He played 15, but he retired like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so still 15, though, right? So we're missing 9 years. What the hell happened in them 9 years?
Okay. Let me. Okay.
You telling me he never had a bad? He never had a bad series. He
was still looking the best in those series, but the other teams were just outmatching him.
Yes.
They literally admitted. They said he's the best player on the court, but one guy can't beat 5. That's it.
Larry Bird called him.
Hey, you know what I love about y'all?
He said after they beat him when he scored 63 points, he said,
I agree. Hey, right. Look,
Michael Jordan.
Listen. You know what I love about this? If y'all listen to yourself long enough, y'all give me every answer I need. So when I'm sitting here, what you just told me was that, hold on. What you just told me was Jordan was the best player on the court, but they just had the next couple of best players, and that's how they kept whooping him, right? It's the same from any team. Any real team will beat any best player any day. That is a fact. It's not an opinion. LeBron's gonna be.
No, that ain't an excuse for that Miami team.
No excuse for Miami, bro. And then
that
there's
Miami
no excuse
team
for
is
losing
not
to
on that
Dwight
same
Howard.
level as that Jordan team.
That Mavericks team was better.
Do you
that Mavericks team is the same as them Boston Celtics team?
Hold on, y'all. Let me ask Derek this. Derek, do you care about expectation? Does that mean anything? Do you take that in consideration?
You said, hold on, say it again, my bad.
Do you care about expectations when a team is picked to go to the finals? Does that matter to you? Yes or no?
Hell no. Because any person that plays sports already knows. Any real sports person that actually play the game understand this. There's no such thing as expectation in the game. You go out there, bust your ass to the hardest, and hopefully we get there. Anybody knows that.
Best player, you got the best record, and you
don't matter.
Finals. So how does that not go?
Expect them to win.
LeBron fans don't put nothing against his resume. That's what I'm saying. You act like he ain't got no blemishes on his resume. He has more blemishes than Jordan.
How do you judge basketball?
Hold on, my bad, y'all. It keeps messing up.
Yeah, answer that.
Go ahead, say it again. My bad.
How do you critique basketball players in a sense of how you rank them, and if like they shortcomings, how do you judge those things?
So this is how I look at it, because I'm a fan of players more than an actual team. So I just look at players and their skill set. See, when I look at players, there's players that's on the team, right? Because when y'all talk about LeBron, of course he's easy to talk about because he's been the face of the league for the last 20 years. So it's easy just to talk about LeBron. But there's a lot of amazing players that don't go nowhere. Like Dame Lillard. Dame Dollar is an amazing player. He don't go past the first round for shit. And in the second round, he definitely going home. But he might still be one of the best players on the court. So I say this as a team-wise, you can look at a team and say, they just fit perfectly together. It's not about talent no more. Like when you look at a team like the Nuggets, I say the Nuggets right now, AD and LeBron was still the best players on the court, even.
That's not true.
I'm glad that cut off.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. I'm glad that cut off because
Jokic was way better.
Jamal Murray was giving them the blues.
But I'm saying Jokic was still better than AD and LeBron.
My bad. Hello?
Yeah, Jokic was better than AD and LeBron now. Oh,
Murray was better than them.
Yeah, but we gotta wrap this. This month about 2 hours 7 minutes, y'all. That was fun. We finna wrap, so we got about 10 minutes and we go wrap it. You got anything else?
My bad. Yeah, my bad. I was moving outside. Y'all got it.
Oh, go ahead. What?
Yeah, my bad. I just feel like when he's talking about shortcomings, for me, the way I look at it is this. I just feel like when they put in the best position and they fail, that's one thing. I'm not discrediting that LeBron series with the Mavs. I believe as a LeBron fan, he sold, right? But I do not take one series and look at his entire career and think, oh, well, that's a highlight. Hell no. Like, he done way too much for the league. He the number one scorer. He about to be the top 10 in assists. He in top everything in the playoffs. So I'm saying I'm not going to take one series from LeBron and say, oh, well, he fold right here. He can't be the GOAT. Because I can sit here and say Jordan played 9 years. There's some times that he probably should have went to the finals but didn't. There's some series that he sold on. There's some shit that he went 5 for 17 in front of field. It happens to the best of them. Nobody's perfect.
But listen, the block don't teach expressing yourself. They tell you spread your wings, don't share your wealth. The poison mind of an adolescent is mad depressing. Nothing more dangerous than an empty mind in a crowded section. Don't come half-stepping